intelligence, right? Isn't that what we're talking about?
Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Matter More Than IQ, by this guy, Daniel Goleman. Okay, about 60% of what we do is we're working with the emotions, okay? And you don't have to read the whole book. The basic idea is there's more going on. And guys like this, The Intelligence Reframed, a guy named Howard Gardner, these are the people who are helping me understand how to become a better teacher and how to get through to you. And just have some fun. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of any particular religion or to say that, you know, that this is a religion, but it is very similar. You must, to have success with the system, you have to agree with what I'm saying here. If you don't agree with the idea that there are different ways of learning, please find another teacher, because I'm going to try to cater my teaching to you because you are a student. This basic idea, this is not a time to get into debate over, you know, Darwin or what happens after death. We're trying to figure out how can we have fun and smile, do some educating and entertaining. We have to breathe, we have to walk around. There's something called a parking lot. Somewhere in the room there will be a place where you can put sticky notes. The idea with the sticky notes is that if you have some question, put it on the note, because you don't want to interrupt by saying, excuse me, do we have class next week? Is it a holiday? Or, you know, something like that. Please don't do that. It's distracting to other people, and frankly, I have attention deficit disorder, or I get scattered very easily, and that's why I'm good at a multiple choice test. Just show me something interesting and off I go. This course takes place in the evening, and jumping around keeps me awake. Let me repeat that. Moving around, jumping around, talking to people, right? That's what keeps me awake. We're talking about edutainment. Edutainment is education as entertainment. If you are laughing, you're paying attention. You are not asleep, and you might be learning. What do you know? Well, that's a very good website, whatdoyouknow.com, or you can talk to a guy named Euzenis. Euzenis at prodigy.net if you want to get some really good ideas about this. The responsibility for progress in this class is on you. If you show up and say, oh, the teacher didn't teach anything today, we just sat around and talked. I mean, he just talked to us about how to learn. That's why I'm getting this out of the way early so we can start immediately. If you show up to the class, I'm assuming that you agree that you bring the questions to class. It's not for me to guess and say, gee, what will be difficult for these students? No, it's for the students to do the homework and bring questions to me and say, excuse me, Mr. Mack, these are 5 questions that I want to do sometime today. Why do I videotape the sessions? If someone, there will be a video camera running, and it's aimed mostly at me. But if you want to be part of it, that's fine. I hope that you won't mind if your explanations on the board are videotaped. If you don't like that, that's fine. I can turn off the video camera. Why do I videotape the sessions? If someone is sick or late or wants to review, and you don't have to take notes in this class. Remember, it's all on video. It's especially hard to take notes and pay attention. And I realize that. And that's why I'm making it, I mean, this is a class in the 20th century, right? In the 20th century, we try to have lots of interesting stuff going on. The idea is that you're here, I'm here, and we're working together. And when possible, we're putting it on video, right? If it's on video, you don't have to pay attention to me. You can be looking at something else, and the video is available for review later. What a concept. You can also use the video to file a complaint, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's a very useful thing to have in the classroom, don't you? Okay. So, it's your choice again. That's why I have the video. My suggestion is do every question in the book. Okay? Every question. For me, there's no option here. We're going to cover all of the material. And the way we do that is by having a plan. That plan is for you to look at every question and say, hey, I know how to do that problem, right? Hey, I know how to do that problem. And then check the problem and move on. If you can't do the problem in 30 seconds, put a question mark and move on. Do not waste more than 30 seconds per problem, okay? You're reading the problem and saying to yourself, you know, I feel confident that I know what to do next. If you don't have that feeling, then put a question mark and ask me to show you how to do it in class. Remember, this is social and interpersonal. I insist that people in this class wear a name tag. I mean, even if you make up a name, doesn't matter. You know, Eric the Red, even if your name is Fred. Because some people are intrapersonal and they prefer to work alone. Einstein would have been a terrible student in my class because he would have just sit by himself and do it, do the questions by himself. He was not an interpersonal social learner. So I will sometimes look at the problem and say, go ask Vincent to show you how to do that problem. If Vincent can't show you, then I'll show the whole class. Is that fair to Vincent? Yes, because when he has a weakness, he's going to go to another student. You have in this class at least 4 other students who will be your mentors and will show you something new. That's the important thing. It's not just me. It is not I who am the only teacher in this class. Every person here has a way of interpreting a problem. There are many ways up the mountain. Most people are visual and social learners, okay? Most people are. That's just the way it is. And so you will learn from your peers and interpret what I say. And what did Mac just say? I don't understand it. You know, that's why you have the partners there, to interpret. And your partner might change from hour to hour. And you might say, hey, I was confused too until I remembered that FOIL is first, outside, inside, last. F-O-I-L. See? If you have questions, you should call. In fact, after reading this, why don't you just give me a call? What's it take? 2 minutes of your time? You can just say, hey, Mr. Mac, this is my email address, and I'd like you to send me emails. You know, email, I send out usually twice a week, 3 times a week, little reminders, tips, and hey, why can't you be on that list? All it takes is for you taking time. You have to take time to do it, right? Take time. I don't take a break in most of the class unless the majority tells me I have to take a break. If we have a break, it'll be for only 5 minutes because anyone can leave the class at any time. Do not disturb the class by asking permission to leave. Just walk out quietly and then, you know, answer a phone or whatever. Cell phones should definitely be on silent. You can take your buzz or whatever and take it outside. I stay until about 9 or 9:30. The class usually ends at 9. The more time we can take, the better. That's what I feel. And so sometimes I will be 5 minutes late to class because there's so much stuff I have to bring in. I hope that's not a problem for you guys.